Alright everyone, welcome to my 2,000 subscribers special Q&A answer video where I will be answering all the questions that you guys left on my previous special video where I asked you to ask the question. So let's get started here. I'm going to start at the bottom and just work my way up. So here we go. Q&A, how much money would it take to suck a dick? Oh wow, we're starting this thing off good. Let's see here. Serious answer for this. Super obviously serious question. Well, it's all circumstantial, but I would say $10,000 would be a good starting point. Like I said, that's subject to change depending on certain circumstances and stuff, but we'll just go with $10,000. Why not? So yeah, probably take me about 10 grand. So if you're looking to spend some cash, I guess let me know. Send me a message. And second part of this question is, what is your gaming history? Alright, gaming history, well, I started playing video games as a wee lad, as a child. I don't know how old I was, probably like 6 or something. I started playing like the NES and the Super Nintendo. Started playing like Donkey Kong and Mario and stuff like that. Zelda, Link or whatever the original game was called for the NES. I'm pretty sure it was Link, as like a gold, comes in like a gold cartridge or something like that. I don't know, I still have it somewhere. But yeah, that's where I really started, but I wasn't really into, like, I had fun with it, but I only played probably like, I don't know, 2 hours a week maybe of video games back then, because I was just, I don't know, I had more fun running around outside and hurting myself, so that's what I did. But I started to get serious into gaming, like starting to spend a lot of time into gaming around the PlayStation 2 era. I got a PlayStation 2, and all my friends got one too, so we'd go over to each other's houses and we'd bring our games and stuff, and we'd play pretty much all day, or until our parents were like, you kids need to go outside or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much whenever I got serious, was into PlayStation 2. Some of my favorite games for PlayStation 2. Me and my friends played this game called War of the Monsters. I'm not sure how popular that game is among like the internet, but it was called War of the Monsters. And basically you were these giant fucking monsters, and you would just beat the hell out of each other for hours upon end. And I don't know why we found it so entertaining, but we literally played that game pretty much every weekend for like, I don't know, a year or 2 years maybe. So I mean, I don't know why that game was so popular among my friends, but maybe it's popular everywhere, and I just don't know, because it's not like I went and checked the internet back then to see what games were cool and what games were 10 out of 10 on IGN. So yeah, that's basically where it all kickstarted. Then of course my love for online competitive gaming came from Halo 3 whenever I played that at my friend's house, because at my house I didn't have high-speed internet, so I didn't know that you could connect your console to the internet. I know PlayStation had online, I just found out about that, like PlayStation 2. I looked at some of my old game cases and it said like online enabled or whatever, so apparently you could play those games online. But like I said, this was before internet time in my life. We had dial-up, so pretty shitty. But one of my friends had high-speed internet, so we'd go over to his house and he introduced us to Halo 3 online, and holy crap, we spent weekends playing that game non-stop, staying up till like 8 in the morning playing that game. It was just so much fun, and that's really where my love for like competitive multiplayer type games came from. I've kind of fallen out of that since then, but yeah, that's pretty much my gaming history, I suppose. I mean, I don't want to go too far in depth describing every game I've ever played, but that's where it started, back on the NES and SNES. And kind of flourished on the PlayStation 2, and eventually got to the 360 and PC, so that's where I'm at now. Alright, next question. Who is your favorite YouTuber? This is kind of a hard question to answer, because I have a few that I really enjoy watching. Some that are really popular and some not so much. I guess some of my favorite YouTubers, one would be, I'll have to say Hutch, for those of you that don't know. I'm sure you guys know who Hutch is, but he's more of a Call of Duty guy, or at least he used to be. He used to do like Call of Duty commentaries, but yeah, he's one of my favorite. All the creatures, I love all the creatures, but out of the creatures I'd have to say probably Seamus or SSOHPKC, Nova, Uberhacks or Nova, and Alex, Immortal HD. Those are probably my favorite there, although I do enjoy all of their content, so it's kind of hard to pick a favorite. It's like trying to pick your favorite child, I guess. It doesn't really matter, you like them all, so there's that. And, oh, another one of my favorite YouTubers that's probably a lot lesser known is actually Dutchy. And I'm sure some of you guys probably haven't heard of him, but he's this Halo 3 or Halo guy, and he makes like amazing montages. I'm actually going to link, this is my favorite YouTube video of all time, so I'm going to link it in the description. I highly recommend you check it out. I know you guys might not be into Halo 3 montages, but it's definitely awesome, so just give it a watch. It has great music in the background, so if you don't like Halo 3, you might at least enjoy listening to the music that they use. But yeah, it is my favorite video of all time. I actually have it downloaded and saved to my computer just in case it decides to get removed from the internet. I'll still have it, so that's how much I enjoy that video. But yeah, favorite YouTubers of all time, probably those guys. Alright, next question. Q&A. What shoe brand do you wear / like the most? This is kind of a random question, really has nothing to do with my channel or the content I produce, but I do appreciate it because, little lesser known fact, actually probably not known at all since I've never said it. I really like shoes. Like, that's one article of clothing that I really enjoy. I like collecting them. And my favorite brands are sports brands like Nike and Jordan. Those are my two top favorite. Adidas are pretty cool too. And those are pretty much all the shoes I buy. So yeah, those are my favorite shoe brands: Jordan, Nike, and Adidas. I'm a big shoe guy. I don't have a huge collection or anything crazy like you might see like on some of the more like sneakerhead channels. They have like hundreds of shoes. I only have like, I don't know, 8 pairs of shoes maybe. But I do enjoy collecting those as I go on through life. Hopefully I'll obtain more. Alright. Next question. Whatever happened to Weekend, and why do you call him Weekend? Okay, so Weekend was this guy I recorded with. He's in a lot of my videos a while back ago for you new people. He was in Cube World, he was in Borderlands, Killing Floor. He's in a bunch of my videos, and he's my my real life quote-unquote friend. I know him in person. We didn't meet through the internet, and we both decided to start recording stuff, but he is just busy. I don't know, if you want to go find him, you can go to his channel and ask him to record with me. I'm definitely down to do so again, but he's just been busy, so haven't really had a chance to do that. Remember, trying to skim through the congratulations and get to the question part. What made you start creating content on YouTube? Well, a couple things. I found YouTube gaming content by watching Halo 3 montages at the time, which is also whenever I found Dutchy, and my favorite video of all time, so that's what got me interested in watching videos on YouTube. But what got me started creating them was actually Hutch, because I just really enjoyed his Call of Duty commentaries at the time. They were just, I don't know, they were cool. It was cool watching him play the game and him just talk about random things, like not always talking about the gameplay. Like sometimes he would branch out and just talk about shit. So I always thought that was cool, so I thought, you know, I kind of want to try this. So I started doing it. Turns out I'm terrible at Call of Duty commentaries. They're just not my thing. I fell out of love with COD as a whole, like the game. I don't know, I just lost interest in it. Moved on to other games. So really what got me started creating YouTube was Hutch and the whole Call of Duty community. But what has kept me making videos is pretty much all the guys I mentioned before that I like watching. I still enjoy watching their stuff. I don't really watch a whole lot of videos nowadays, but I do still watch them pretty much consistently, and I continue to create videos of games that I like. So Let's Plays are really what has kept me creating YouTube videos, because if I was still doing Call of Duty, I probably would have quit because it's just not that fun. Alright, thank you for the question, by the way. What do sheep count when they fall asleep? Well, luckily, Half Drunk Gaming already answered this question. So yeah, probably goats. I have no idea. Why do humans count sheep when they fall asleep? Who does that? I've never done that. It's weird. What advice would you give to YouTubers just starting out? Pretty much all advice I could give is pretty much cliche at this point, so have fun with it. Yeah, you never heard that before, right? I don't know. Do something that you enjoy doing and try to do it better than everyone else if you're looking for exposure. If you're just looking to have fun, then go ahead and do whatever the hell you want. But if you're trying to start out and you're actually trying to build an audience, first off, I would say good luck. And second off, I would say do something unique, or if it's been done before, do it better, I guess. That's really the only advice I can give you. You can go on forums and the subreddit, the Let's Play subreddit or whatever, or whatever kind of community you're trying to get into, the gaming subreddit on Reddit. So you can go in there and they have like tons of posts about advice for new people and stuff like that. So I would recommend checking those out if you want some more solid advice, but that's my advice. Just have fun, try to do something unique, and if you're not doing something unique, try to do it better than the others. Or otherwise, if you don't care about like views and subscribers and getting your content out there, then I guess it doesn't matter. You're just gonna have fun either way. So that would be my best advice. What's your final goal for subs and just the channel in general? It's weird because I've never really had conventional goals with this channel. Like, you'll see some channels and they'll post in the about section, or at least this is how it used to be on the old YouTube layout. They'd post like their goals that I'm trying to achieve, like subscribers. They'd have like a little check mark next to 100, and then it'd be like 500, 1,000, 2,000. I've never had that. Like, I've never really had a goal. I mean, I do have goals as far as YouTube, but I never had those conventional ones. Really, my goals are kind of weird because the first one I already passed, and that was obtaining a higher subscriber base than the population of the town I live in, which was right around 1,000. So I'm already past that, so that's really awesome. Thank you all for that. And another goal of mine is one I still need to achieve, and that is to have a video hit the 301 plus view counter glitch thing that YouTube has, to where the views freeze at 301. I want to have a video that I just upload hit that, so I want to have enough people click on it from their sub box to actually hit the view counter glitch. So that's another one. And other than that, I can't really think of too many goals. One of my goals is to continue making good stuff, or at least what I imagine is good stuff, and some of you might agree, hopefully, and to collaborate with some other people, make some good friends on here. I guess that's my other goal. Obviously 10,000 subscribers would be a cool number, 5,000 would be a cool number, but as far as goals, I mean, I'm not really striving to achieve those per se, because it's kind of like, if your entire YouTube career is you chasing a number, then you're never going to be satisfied. So obviously I could say 1 million subscribers would be my goal, but what happens whenever I pass that? I'm obviously going to want the next higher number, so I guess just continue growing. That would be a goal. So there you go. Hopefully that answered your question. Sorry my goals are so shitty. Let's see. Are you going to play games with some subs? I would love to do that. I've actually in the past tried to organize open lobbies on, what was it, Halo? I did Halo and I did Call of Duty. I did open lobbies on there, at least tried to. And like 2 or 3 people showed up, and it was a fun time. I mean, I had my friends there, so we all just played some custom games and stuff. But maybe in the future I'll try to get in some gaming with some subs. Might try some PC games. Maybe more of you have that. And I really need to get a new console, because everyone is moving over and I feel like I'm being left behind. So maybe I'll do that, and maybe I'll play with some subs on there. I'm not sure. I'm not against playing with people. It's just trying to organize something to where people actually show up and we all have fun. That's really the problem with that for me now. I mean, I don't really have a giant community of people willing to, like, that are available at all times to play some games, so I gotta be careful with my scheduling, and I gotta make sure everyone knows about it. So next question, this is a freaking 10-part question. Thank you, Dycliffe. What is your favorite color? My favorite color, contrary to popular belief, is not purple. It's actually blue. The reason I do purple on my channel is because, well, purple's a close second as my favorite color, and I just feel like it's a less overdone color altogether. Like, if you go to most channels, not a whole lot of them are purple, so I just went with purple because I like it, and it is less overused than like a blue would be. When did you pick an interest in graphical work? I've always liked graphics. For those of you that don't know, I actually do all of the graphics for my channel, aside from the little cartoon guy that you might see like in the background of this video and on my channel and stuff. I didn't draw that. I had someone else draw that for me because I'm not really good at drawing, but an interest in graphical work. I've always liked graphics. I started back in school. I would draw all the time. Me and my friends would draw like ridiculous things, and from there it just kind of moved naturally over to Photoshop. And I'm not very good at Photoshop, but I enjoy learning about how to use it and how to become better at it and that sort of thing, and I try my best. So some people seem to enjoy some of my graphics, so thank you for that. But I definitely wouldn't consider myself very good. There are a lot of people out there better than I am at what the graphics that I create or attempt to create, so there's that. But I do my best, and I think it looks okay, and I'm always improving, always trying to learn new tricks on how to use Photoshop better and stuff like that. So yeah, why are you so awesome? let me brush my shoulders off here. Oh my. Alright, what is the one thing you can't live without besides oxygen, water, and shelter? The internet? It might be kind of a bad answer, but I don't know. Electricity, probably. Electricity. I don't think I could live. Well, I could probably live, but not live happily without electricity. So other than that, I mean, really oxygen, water, and shelter are the only things. Food. You need food, so I guess food would be the correct answer for that. Yeah, I'll just go with food. I need my Twinkies, man. If you were stranded in the middle of the ocean on a 10x10 wooden boat with only a thong, 12 frogs, and a ukulele, what would you do? 12 frogs? Why 12? Okay, let me think about this. I'm trying to construct a way to painlessly end my life at this point. Are those frogs maybe like poison dart frogs? Can I just start like licking on them or something and die there? Is that a possibility? Or am I gonna have to like use the ukulele to like bash my brains in or spear me or something? I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably either use the ukulele. I'd probably start by using the ukulele as like a paddle and trying to paddle my way somewhere. I'm in the middle of the ocean though, so I'm not going anywhere. So, I'd probably kick all the frogs off first. I don't know why I would need the frogs. I guess you could eat the frogs, but, I mean, 12 frogs, how long is that really going to last you if you're in the middle of the ocean? So, yeah, I'd probably try to find a way to use those materials to kill myself, because I don't really want to drown. Drowning doesn't sound like a good time, so that's probably what I would do. What is my favorite sport? Well, that's kind of hard. I like a lot of sports. My two top favorites would probably be basketball and MMA. Those would probably be my two favorite sports. I also like football and paintball, if you consider that a sport. I do. Those are good sports. Not really a big fan of soccer or European football or whatever. Not a big fan of that, but yeah, I'd say basketball and MMA probably. Those are my top two favorite sports. They're the ones I watch the most. And do you love Lamp? Actually, no. I do not love Lamp because this might sound weird, but I've never seen The Anchorman. I've seen parts of it on TV, but I've never actually seen the whole thing, so I need to go ahead and I need to watch that movie so I can see the sequel too. Apparently they're funny. What is your favorite movie? Oh man. Off the top of my head, I can think of Scarface. That's a classic. I love that movie. I watch that every time it's on. Movie called Never Back Down. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but I don't know. I just really like that movie. It has a really good soundtrack, and it's about MMA, which is always cool. And I don't know. I just like that movie. I've always liked that movie. So I guess those two. I can't really think of any movies off the top of my head, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll just go with those two. What is your favorite TV show? Oh man. These are hard questions. There's a lot of options here too. As far as like cartoons go, I'd have to go with King of the Hill, Family Guy, Futurama's good. Courage the Cowardly Dog is always cool. As far as my childhood, and Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's a classic. Always liked watching Scooby-Doo as a kid. So I guess those would be my favorite cartoon TV shows. As far as like more serious TV shows, definitely Breaking Bad, which is always a fan favorite. Everyone loves Breaking Bad. And Dexter. Dexter's good. Really enjoyed that whole show. Let's see here. There's gotta be another one that I watch. Spartacus, the first 2 seasons were really good. After that, I haven't watched since, but the first season is really, really awesome. Like, I wish that show didn't end up the way it did, but first season's still really good. So I guess those would be my top shows. I could list a bunch more, but I don't really need to. So, what is the most random thing that has ever come out of your mouth? I don't know, I guess saliva. That's maybe like I spit when I'm talking, that's kind of random, but I mean, maybe like vomit, I guess. Nothing really else comes out of my mouth, so I guess at random times I might have thrown up before. So, yep, there we go. What's your favorite episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? The one that is popular because I don't watch that show. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And that is actually going to wrap up this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then feel free to put the answers to any of these questions in the comments. Make sure you specify which question you're answering, because I don't know, it'll be fun to read those. But thank you all again for 2,000 subscribers. Pretty awesome. I'm really happy that I got this far, because I really didn't expect to. So 2,000's a pretty big number, at least for me anyway, and so it's one that I'm proud of. So thank you all for that. I tried to drag these questions out and try to go as in-depth as I could, given the time, so hopefully I answered them all as well as you would have liked. And once again, thank you for the questions, I really do appreciate it. And other than that, I will see you guys later.